So for one to be registered into these boards, you need an up-to-date knowledge into the industry, right? Or is it not the same? It's the same, right? I mean, after a few years, they come and review your license. Every time and then they review your license, right? So how do you stay up to date to the current trends in the technology? You stay up to date to the trends by continuing to learn. Learning is a lifetime process. This formula shows that the future of your education, the future of your life, will be by investing more into your life. For example, now this is your value. For now, for example, this is your value. Maybe your degree now, your bachelor's degree, and then you are adding one professional course. In 2 years or 3 more years' time, your value will already have increased or doubled. I think now it's very, very competitive in the industry now. You need to have a degree, an advanced degree to get a job. And I also think in Europe, for one to be known as a professional engineer, you must have a advanced degree. Is that okay? I mean, I'm saying in Europe, for one to be known as a professional engineer, must have an advanced degree.
That depends on the country.
Okay. So there are some countries, the bachelor is okay for you.
Well, the European system used to be not separated between bachelor and masters. This was forced to us by the government, who was silly enough to force it because we didn't like it. In almost every... Now we have this rather artificial break, but nobody breaks after the bachelor's because nobody is asking for bachelor's. So almost everyone will continue for the entire course, bachelor and master.
Okay. Just asking something.
I'm sorry, this is all working. I just have a question without formula. Why do we have great meaning value in both sides? I can do my
This is just a presentation. Okay, this is some are analyzing this one. Oh, this is just a future value, present value. Oh yeah, sure. This future value, becoming future value. Yeah, I do understand. Okay, I do understand. No. Okay. Okay.
As you learn more, as you
part of the value that I apply to degree. So why you separated as I is the present the present value is this one, right? Yeah.
No, just
okay, wait, take it. Okay. The degree will add. No, the present value part of it that I will apply for degree. It's not added. It's part of the equation. Not you know. You get my point. You put it in, yeah, you say that it's I, it's the degree.
Yeah, this is the degree or separation.
No, the degree is not separated from present value. It's also present value.
We tend to look more on the technical skills, and Africa being mostly a consumer market, most of our jobs are going to manageable. I mean, engineering jobs are into engineering manageable jobs. I mean, management jobs, engineering management jobs. So we don't produce a lot of products. So we're not in that technical part of it. I remember myself 5 years ago. Now when I was going to the industry, looking for a job, the presentation skills were very, very miniature. So I was still struggling, and And only because of IEEE, a few months from that, I was perfect and I got a job later. IEEE offers an opportunity for you to learn these skills: presentation skills, management skills, project management skills, organization skills. So by volunteering by yourself, you volunteer, maybe there's an activity in your section, you volunteer to do one part in that activity. You try to learn skills. In our section also, we do have Kenya section, we do have a negotiation with the industry. So we normally do invite students when we go to negotiate, to maybe sign a memorandum. We do invite students to be part of us also, so they can also learn the process of negotiating and for continuity and development. As we are saying, a couple of years ago, we are looking at the CD and DVD drive, right, as our storage, the 21 kilobytes of I'm forgetting the name, the one, yeah, diskette, the diskette were being used as our storage. Nowadays, we are talking of cloud computing, right? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we didn't know about cloud computing, did we? We didn't know about that. We didn't know about the big data. We didn't know about the Internet of Things, which are now the current hottest topic in the market now. In the website, this has been done in China, it was done also in Russia, and I think also it will be repeated in Russia again next time. Then we are different members of society. There's IEEE Computer Society, there's Signal Systems, Signal Society. So these societies do offer courses, like Computer Society, they do offer a course on cloud computing, big data, monthly or annually, they do offer courses for you. So you do register yourself and you do the course, and then you get a certificate at the end of it, through maybe the collaboration of EDX with IEEE also. How are these being delivered? These are being delivered by webinars, conferences, and workshops, like just this conference and workshop. You tend to learn what is IEEE continuing education, how can you continue to develop yourself personally, and short courses, tutorials, digital library, journals, and newsletters. This year we're planning to have 4 webinars as IEEE Continuing Education Region 8. The first webinar will be on presentation skills, and I think Madam Gloria was supposed to talk on presentation skills, but also talk on it a little bit. What we did notice is Africans tend to have more orientation to the technical part, leaving the presentation skills. How do you negotiate yourself with your employer? How do you tell your employer, okay, I need a salary rise? How do you say that? How do you go to the table, present your skills? You present yourself to the employer. You're saying that the employer is looking for somebody, to employ. But now you are representing yourself as a commodity. How do you present yourself? How do you network? I need 2 people. I want you to explain how you people network. Imagine now you're meeting yourself for the first time.
Okay.
Yes. How do you network?
Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Fine, thank you. Where are you from? Yeah, so tell me about I'm Ghana. It's a small African nation. Yeah. No, sorry for that. Oh, we should come back. So tell me about what brought you here. I'm here as a speaker. And you? I'm here as a participant. I got a scholarship. Okay, there's a workshop. It's called Peace. Yeah, you have a problem with it because I want to speak. Very good. Thank you. Students, students,
Students.
Just a moment. Come on. Yeah.
Charlie?
Okay, assume.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Assume yourself now. You are merging the data for the first time. And you're looking for an interview. And it's going to interview.
How will you communicate for you to get that job?
Let me check and send you an email. Okay?
Thank you. Okay. You can just sit down.
So what have you learned from the two conversations? What have you learned?
We're going to project what we are representing over here. So I think but today was going to understand that before we
It's about how I'm going to say, it's not about what to say. It's the timing and how, as a skill, is more important than what.
It's not about expressing yourself, like what you have in mind. You know how to express it.
It's about selling yourself so that people know what you're doing, and then probably they can call you back for other businesses to get money.
From composition, so I was trying to find common interest and get into that interest that you and the other person has, instead of just asking me one question like, what do you think?
It's about getting a kind of common interest.
The guy from Ghana is a student or not, because I want to communicate with him. But for that, I asked for him to attend mine. But in an official way, I'm here the dominator. So I control it and I don't care about him because I think that he told me at low level, not high level. So for that, the differences between the two talks. Okay.
The care one is now a general flow. Now, for example, now in this world of almost 7 billion population, you're trying to sell yourself. I know now you'll be networking. Maybe yesterday you networked with your friend. Let me give you an example. Or somebody networks Africans. I'm Reinhard Trading. I'm working with the Eaton Towers as energy engineer. We build base stations. Who are you?
I'm Temple. I'm a graduate and I work software.
You see, both teams are communicating, but there's no interest in between. You see, there's nothing people are gaining there. You see, and that's why you might be having an opportunity for yourself, an open opportunity for me, but maybe my background is telecommunications, and maybe you have something which is missing in between the link, maybe software and telecommunications, and I can give you help. But now, since you came and I introduced myself as I'm working this and this and this, and you just say, okay, I'm working this and this and this, there's nothing we can discuss more, right? The thing also we did understand is IEEE members and electrical engineering student members, they don't know there exist platforms for yourself to develop your presentation skills. How many people know there exists an IEEE resume lab? Resume lab, Collaboratec. Resume lab, you know it exists, right? So this is an opportunity for yourself. If you don't have skills in presentation, how to write your cover letter, how to write your resume lab, how to write your resume, how to conduct an interview. There's a mock interview on the platform for yourself. So this is for pre-university, university, and I think we'll talk about that. You'll be talking on universities and pre-university education activities. Oh, okay. Yes. All right, yeah. So for us, it's about after graduating, how do you continue? How do you continue with educating yourself? How do you continue to remain relevant? I was saying we'll be doing webinars from September, mid-month. First of all is presentation skills, the resume, how to present yourself, how to network yourself. Then next thing will be up to date, the courses being offered by IEEE. Cloud computing, there's big data, there's IoT. Mostly are done with conjunction and collaboration with other universities, EDX, and many other members. So as I said, our team is Endika Bengo-Extea from European region. He represents the European region. I have Middle East and North Africa region, and myself, I do represent Sub-Saharan Africa. So I did travel from Kenya to here, so I do expect maybe to find people from different sections from Africa so that we can discuss and let us know that what is it, what are the best practices in IEEE, continuing education in your country. And one thing also we want to know is the challenges you're facing to continue your education. And then again, I did say that something which is wanting, I don't know whether you have the numbers, how many papers are being published from Africa on research papers, Sub-Saharan Africa? You don't know, okay. We were discussing this and I said, the numbers are not there, I don't know why. Most of us, once we reach the bachelor level, we leave it there. We do a 5-year course. I don't know how many years you go for bachelor? 5 years, right? 5 years. So once somebody says 5 years is too long for us. I say, yeah, 5 years is too long. How can I go for a master's? And then again, the purpose, you're doing a master's also. Some people want to do the master's for mandatory gain, to get a job, also for passion. So it also matters. We have IEEE, to conclude, we have IEEE English for people who English is not their first language. It's not their native language. We have IEEE Standard University for you to learn these courses. Okay, to learn these courses, up-to-date courses to keep yourself to the demand in the industry. IEEE Learning, this is an online portal for you to learn almost over 400 on-demand courses. IEEE, I was told it will be discontinuing it. IEEE, the conjunction with EDX. I'm not sure about that. Then also there's intellectual property law for engineers will be coming from January next year. You remember there's a case for where a Kenyan sold the M-Pesa. You know about the M-Pesa, right? So M-Pesa was from a student in 4th year. Then he didn't know about the intellectual properties. Then he sold it out when it was still at the beginning. He was offered a 20 million shillings, which is almost, I think, 40 million naira. Then he sold it. Now the company makes billions of shillings every time and then, you see. Now he regrets it, why he sold it at an earlier stage, you see. Now everywhere in Kenya, you need an M-Pesa. Anywhere, whether you're drawing money from banks, you're sending money, it's M-Pesa. And the money, he could have done something maybe such that any transaction, she gets a shillings from it. 20 billion shillings has already been gone with that wonderful opportunity. These are the courses being offered: cryptography, food printing, mobile device security. All these are being offered by negotiate with them, say that with this, you'll be staying up to date with the current trends. And now you can sign in, register yourself here, proposal, contact them, then they'll come back with a proposal on that. So because of limited of time, just go search this one, and you'll find all the programs that involves all the three of them. These one are the main things. Thank you.